This fluffy, soft, condensed milk bread is one of the best I've ever made. You must try it. This is easy and with fewer ingredients. You need 1 cup of lukewarm milk, and you're also going to need 1/2 cup of condensed milk. If you want it a little bit more sweeter, then you can add 1/4 more, so you can have 3/4 cups of condensed milk total. Add 2 tablespoons of granulated sugar. Add 2 1/4 tablespoons of instant yeast. Give it a good mix to incorporate all the ingredients. Also, for this recipe, you are going to need 2 eggs. Give it a good mix. Also, for this recipe, you may have an option of using all-purpose flour. I am using bread flour for this one. I just find it better when making bread. You need 3 1/4 cups or 400 grams of bread flour for this recipe. You also need 1 teaspoon of salt. This next step is a very important part of making bread. You need patience with time in kneading. Why kneading is important in bread making? Because it does create structure and strength in the dough. It also develops gluten and incorporate micro bubbles into the mass of the dough, which is very important in proofing and baking, leaving your dough elastic, silky, and soft. At this time, you may add 4 tablespoons of softened butter, not melted, and you may continue mixing and kneading some more. You will know your dough is ready by taking a small piece, and when you stretch it, it doesn't break, then you know it's ready. You may add 2 tablespoons of oil. You may use any kind into your mixing bowl, just to grease the bowl and the dough. After greasing your dough, keep it in a bowl, cover, then keep it in a dark, warm area, and keep it there for 1 hour or so. I kept mine for 1 hour at least and 30 minutes. And here is the result after 1 hour and 30 minutes. You can see the dough has almost doubled. And then we're going to take part 2 of kneading. At this time, we're going to cut it in half, and then we're going to form it and split this into 2 pans. Then we're going to cover it again with cloth and place it back into a dark, warm place, and we're gonna have to wait again for another hour and 30 minutes. That will be enough time to allow the dough to rise fully before baking it. Do not forget to rub butter into your pan to avoid the sticking of the dough, and also you may add parchment paper at the bottom of your pan. And here is the result after 1 hour and 30 minutes. You can see your dough has quadrupled. At this time, it is ready for baking. And you may bake this for 20 minutes. After 18 minutes, I took them out and brushed them up with some melted butter and then placed them back into the oven for the next 2 more minutes. After taking them out from the oven, you may cover it with cloth and you may let it rest for about 3 to 5 minutes before start slicing them. Because I rubbed the pan with butter, the bread did not stick into the pan. The result is flaky outside and then soft and fluffy inside. So good, and the sweetness just perfect.